Bows are all the rage this year, and we are not going to fall short on those Christmas bows. This vinyl is so cute. I paired it with one of my templates, and look at this adorable outcome. Let me show you how I made it. We are going to start off by cutting out our template on your vinyl of choice. I am using these cute Christmas bows from my shop. I then am going to apply some transfer tape on the top and trim away the excess. Grab a straight edge of some sort. Sometimes I grab a ruler, but I couldn't find one, so I just grabbed my vinyl squeegee and placed the tumbler flat on my desk, along with the vinyl squeegee flat on my desk, and I'm just going to trace a vertical line going up the side. I then am going to take the backing to the vinyl sheet and just fold it back about an inch, and then following the line we made on our tumbler, we are going to apply the vinyl with that 1 inch just being tacked down. Once you get it on straight, go ahead and take your vinyl squeegee, or sometimes I just take the palm of my hand with firm and even pressure, and then rub it back and forth right in the crease where it matches, the vinyl matches up with the tumbler. It will just roll the backing off. Your template will go on smooth as butter, and then you're going to remove the transfer tape. Go ahead and remove the pieces of vinyl that you want the glitter to show, as long as they're not back to back. So these two sections I'm removing have vinyl in between. If they are back to back, you're going to want to glitter one of the sections at a time. I grabbed a couple of glitters of chalk paint that matched my glitter pretty close, and I'm going to just mix a ratio of paint to glitter glue, about a 50-50 ratio. Both of my glitters are pretty opaque, so I can get away with this mixture. If it is a little bit more translucent or any sort of an opal, you'll want to base paint your section first and then do the glitter glue and paint mixture. We are going to be using one of my newest released glitters called Candlelight. So we are going to take a paintbrush and our mixture, and we are just going to base paint and glitter glue it all at the same time. I like to work in small sections before that glue dries and just sprinkle on the glitter, and then I'll move on to the next section until that area is completely glittered. Once you are completely done, we're going to move on to our next glitter color, which is What the Elf. We have grabbed some paint that coordinates with that one, along with our glitter glue. We are going to mix that again, about 50-50 ratio. Then we're going to paint that on our next section and sprinkle the glitter on until that section is fully covered. Once you have those sections completely glittered, just take a dry brush and brush off the excess around your sections, being really careful not to hit that with the brush because we have wet glue underneath. Now, I spray sealed this tumbler before I did the bottom, but you can do the bottom and then spray seal the whole thing. It was just the way I worked it this day. So I spray sealed this, and then I used a little piece of painter's tape to tape off the bottom, and then I applied that green glitter glue mixture and the green to the bottom as well. Make sure all of your spray sealer areas are completely dry, and then add layers of epoxy until your tumbler is smooth. Once your tumbler is smooth and cured, you're going to cut out a couple different sizes of different colors of vinyl strips that match your tumbler. I did a red, a light green, and kind of a textured gold. I cut out this one section a little bit thicker, maybe, I don't know, a little bit bigger than a 1/4 inch and smaller than a 1/2 inch. I don't know measurements, but if you're really smart with measurements, then you would know exactly what size this is. I just kind of estimate. I never measure. And I used regular vinyl because it has a tiny bit of a stretch. So if it doesn't have a tiny bit of stretch, like anything opal or metallic or sometimes those textured, they will actually start to ripple and it won't lay flat. But regular vinyl has enough stretch, I could get away with it. So I just kind of followed the lines of the curve already and added in this thicker red piece. I then have some other thinner pieces cut out in red, green, and gold. I outlined the green glitter obviously with the green, and then I outlined the gold with the gold vinyl, and then I threw in a couple extra stripes just to give it a little bit of a visual interest. Once your vinyl striping is all placed, add a layer of epoxy. And here is your darling bow tumbler all finished. I decided not to add a decal. I loved it just as it is. It looks like it's all wrapped up as a gift. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial.